guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today I am doing a review for you. I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, guys. I'm reviewing Verity by Colleen Hoover. If you guys remember in my January wrap-up, I talked about how everybody talked about Colleen Hoover and how great she was, and her writing's fantastic, and I would sit there and say, hey, I need to get some Colleen Hoover and read her stuff. Well, 4.5 years later, here I am reading Colleen Hoover. I read November 9, which I loved, and Reminders of Him I also loved, and then I decided to pick up this one. My sister was going on about how she loved it, and quite a few people on BookTube love this book. You saw from my currently reading, I was probably a quarter of the way through the book, and I was talking about how it was really great, and I really loved it. It's different. This is a thriller book, not a romance by any means. This is a thriller book. It's got great creepiness and thriller aspects and mysterious and all that good stuff is in this book. I really actually loved the thriller parts of this book. Also, the characters. I really enjoyed the characters in this book. I liked Lowen. I instantly connected with her just by things that she had went through. The whole synopsis of this book is we have Lowen, who is a struggling writer. She gets this gig to finish this series of books that Verity, I think Verity Crawford, Verity Crawford is writing. She is this well-to-do writer. She writes thrillers. So Lowen gets this gig. Her husband approaches her about it. She pretty much moves into the house. Verity's office is at her disposal. She can go through all the manuscripts and everything, and outlines, if there's outlines, anything to get these last 3 books written in the series, because Verity was in a bad accident and she can't do it. So Lowen gets the gig. So as she's going through the stuff, I think she was a little overwhelmed with how many boxes and boxes and boxes of transcripts and outlines and stuff were there. Well, she comes across this manuscript. I said transcript last time. I meant manuscript. She came across this manuscript that was an autobiography that Verity was writing, and it wasn't supposed to be seen by anybody else. So she pulls out this manuscript and begins reading it, and she is pretty appalled by the things that she's reading. And she has to deal with that. That's all I'm going to say about the story. One of the points that I want to really point out to this is that we, the reader, do not know anything about this manuscript or what has happened. We're just reading along with Lowen, okay? So readers get a little overwhelmed, I think. I know I did, by stuff that was in this autobiography. And I wasn't prepared for a lot of that. And there were points where I just wanted to put the book down, and not even continue. But I was loving it so much with how she was writing the thriller stuff, because I am huge on mystery thriller. Y'all know that. So I really love that part of the book. And it's rocking along, and the plot line is fantastic, and we're digging deeper and deeper and deeper into Verity's life because of this manuscript. And then it comes to the end. And I was like, what did I just read? You guys, I loved this book. I loved it. And the ending was just a waste of time. I feel like readers, myself anyway, for real, I felt let down. I felt like there's no closure. It's like, what's the point of the book if there's no closure to the story? In my eyes, there was just no closure to the story. I could have easily rated this book 5 stars. But because of that, I don't know. I just feel like it was a letdown. It could have been maybe a little rushed, or maybe she didn't quite know how to go with the thriller end of it. I don't know, because her romance one, she wraps them up perfectly. Like, you know, I'm just thinking maybe with the thriller aspect of it, she just didn't know where to go with it. I don't know. Don't hate me for this, but I just felt huge disappointment. I couldn't even rate this book. I wrote a little bit of a review. I didn't rate it. I feel cheated. I felt like there was a part of the book where out of the ashes rises a book 2, which I know is never going to happen, and I'm always going to be disappointed, and I'm never going to be able to rate this book because of that. I don't know, I almost feel like it was kind of a cliffhanger. I almost feel like it wasn't completed. Or maybe she just didn't want to do it anymore. I don't know. I felt very let down by the ending of this book, and I know so many people absolutely loved it. It was a great storyline. It was great everything. The plot was great. The characters were great. The ending it didn't do it for me. I was just very disappointed. And I hate saying that because I've loved the other books that I read by her, and I was loving this one, loving this book. And then that happened, but that's my thoughts, guys. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it was great on all levels. And then I just felt like that ending was just, I don't know. So many things I could just spit out right now, and I don't want to because this is not going to be a spoiled review. Yeah. So that is my review, guys, on Verity. I have no rating for it. All I have is disappointment. If you've read this book and you loved it, which will be almost everybody, let me know in the comments below. If you read this book and you feel the same way I felt, also leave your comments down below and we will talk about it. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.